Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Two Wheels Crew podcast. Today, we've got some brands, we've got some history on those brands, some parts from those brands. We've actually got 5 brands for you today. So, without further ado, let's move to it and check them out.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. What is up, ladies and gents? How are you doing? How is Quill today? How is the life
Good.
in the Aussie Australian outback?
I'm good, man. 2 days till my birthday. We got some good content in store for the people. I'm excited. Let's keep going.
Hell yeah, birthday live in 2 days. You got to do something special. We got to do something special for that. Anyway, as mentioned before, we got 6 companies today. Today we have Tilt, Proto, Native, Apex, Urban Art, North. We got Street, we got Park, we got Hybrid, we got all. And we're going to start with Tilt today. Right now. Here we are. So I don't know if you're familiar with you got to be familiar with Tilt. You ride a Tilt deck, you ride some parts. I don't know if you know the history of Tilt, but they started roughly around 2009 to 2010.
Yeah.
And boy, do I have something in store for you. So I'm going to just read the About Them page just to get so that anybody who doesn't know Tilt, I don't know if you ride a scooter and you don't know who Tilt is, it's a brand of scooters. And you should probably get the parts. You should probably buy some parts from Tilt because they're probably one of the best American companies besides Proto out there. All right. We started a company at good thing I can cut that out. We started as a company in 2009 because nobody made the parts necessary to ride. Through the years of designing, testing, and perfecting, we have always been focused on creating high-quality components. As a result, the company has grown into a family, traveling as much as possible, sharing plenty of good times, and dedicating our efforts to the community that means everything to us. Obviously, that community is you're the riders, the scooters, the consumers. I like this. I like the little Delaney Ball. Got Colin right here. That's the owner. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with who he is, but he's a really good guy. He's down to earth. Let's see if I can find some photos of him. Let me put it up on here real quick.
We got Isaac Miller down on the bottom left hand too.
Yes, you see him. Is that a tabletop he's doing? Well, I'm not very sure. So. He's got 1 foot off of it. He's looking steezy. Okay. Trying to find me a picture of Colin Snowick. That's our buddy, the owner of Tilt. Not my personal buddy, but he definitely is a nice guy and he's a friendly guy, so he probably would let it slide. It's very hard to find a good photo of Colin, but here we go. That is the owner of Tilt Scooters right here. It's a better photo of him. Looks like he's in a business meeting or something. Yeah, it doesn't really show much photos of Colin. He is a very private guy. He doesn't necessarily want to be behind the camera, which I respect. Lets the riders speak for the product themselves and not his mouth. Anyway, they're over there in America over here, right? Over here in the American pond. I want to pull this up. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so we have Tilt Scooters. And we're just going to go here. Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of stuff right now. All right. For the most part, I know they're out in Cali over there. I know. Yep. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. This is what I was just finding in some of my research. They started off probably in Michigan, but it only made sense for them to come out west. Probably most of that makes sense. If nobody knows, Tilt's also a Ryder-owned brand. They're not. Yes, current Tilt products are starting to be made in China and mass produced like that. But for the most part, they are an American company and they make their parts in house over here. So big ups. You ride a Tilt deck, right? So you
Yep.
should probably be
Tilt
speaking
Formula.
here. Yeah, you should probably be speaking here because I don't have the
6x22.
experience with that Tilt deck like you do.
It's light. It slides tremendously well in grinds. I back it. I rate it 10 out of 10 deck.
All right.
I love Tilt.
Around
Tilt
2009.
is my favorite brand, bro.
Yeah,
Tilt is
nah,
my
I know.
favorite.
I could tell, but you could tell the public.
Yep.
All right, I'm
Solid
gonna
quality
get
parts
into like
inside.
some timeline things here. So in around 2009 to 2011, the production of Tilt scooters began, making aftermarket parts. They started on clamps and headsets, and the company built a good reputation making machine products and using the high quality materials in America. And I'm gonna pull up a OG Tilt clamp. Let's see if I can find it. In 2018, the information that I'm getting here is in 2018, the
Yep.
first release of the Theory deck. So I'm gonna pull a. Let's see if I can find that.
This is the Polygon Helios A7S.
Shout out to Volt.
And
Bet.
in a second here, I'm going to tell
Bet.
you all about its carbon
All right.
frame.
Hey
And
guys,
we're
welcome
back,
to
guys.
another
So
Vault Pro
we
scooter.
got some actual imagery, some release, unboxing, and a little bit of an overview, just to get a better idea of what the Theory 1 deck really looked like. And hopefully this is it.
Video. We're here in the studio. You guys know me. My name is James. I'm usually the guy making these videos, but today I'm in the video. And today I got something a little special for you guys. We're doing an unboxing of the new Tilt Theory deck. This guy is pretty sweet, so let's get right into it. So looking at the box, you can see the box is very plain. There's nothing on the box except for a little sticker. Right here you can see it says 5.5 by 22 deck color, anodized black, and then it has Tilt, and then the production date and number and stuff like that. So let's just crack into this box. It's very simple to open as well, just little flaps right here. And this should be black. Yes, it is. And there's nothing else at all in the box except for the deck, so let's throw that to the side. And here we have it. This is the Tilt Theory deck. So just looking at this thing, you guys can see it's a little different than most decks. You can see the head tube is very plain. There's no design on it. It's just completely smooth and flat. And then you can see it does have a built-in fender. And then you can see it has welded dropouts, which is a little different from most decks as well. So let's just get into everything. We'll start at the front and make our way down. It does have an integrated head tube, of course. It might look like a standard head tube because it doesn't have the cups on the outside, but the cups are definitely on the inside, which is really cool. Why they did this? It's so that the welds have more surface area to weld onto. If the cups are on the outside, the welds have to form around that as well. So with it being flat, the welds have a more constant flow and more area to weld to. So that's gonna make it a lot stronger, and it gives it a nice, sleek, simple design, which is really cool. And then making our way down, you see the head tube. The head tube is really cool. You can see how it has a nice little shape. It goes down. It's not just flat, it comes down. And if you look on the bottom of that, you can see it does have a crook groove in there. So they did machine it down like this and it has a little shape, but then they did cut it so that it is flat on the inside.
So
but
the
stuff that
shape
they machined
we were
away-
talking about earlier is for the crook.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a weird, it's meant to be like that for the crook. So like, that
Glad
was
we covered
insanely
that.
smart for Colin
Shout out
to do that,
James.
bro. Holy fuck.
Shout out to James.
It
covering
exposes a
that.
crook groove. So the little groove right here is gonna have you lock into crooks and stuff, which is gonna be really, really nice. And then here you can see it does have the Tilt logo stamped in, which is really, really nice. definitely a plus. You can see on the front, it is fully square, but it's actually not fully square. It's a little bit rounded,
Yo,
so that's
fuck
gonna
with
make
that,
nose blunts
little
feel
tilt
really nice. It's not
printed
fully
on the
square,
edge
so you're
of
not
the
gonna get
bottom.
all caught
That's
up and
clean,
stuff.
I like
You're
it.
gonna have a little bit of room to wiggle around on a nose blunt.
Little
which is gonna be
gusset.
super good. So far, this
Yeah.
thing's looking really nice. I'm super stoked on it. And you can see now, fully flat bottom, which is definitely the #1 thing that I like about decks nowadays, is that they have the fully flat bottoms. And that's gonna make it really smooth for doing board slides. If you guys haven't felt one, you definitely need to try it out. It feels amazing. And it also makes 50/50s and all that stuff feel really smooth as well. And coming to the back of the deck, you can see it does have welded inserts. And these things are pretty different. It's definitely a first for scootering. I'm curious to see how well these are gonna hold up. The welds are really good. They're actually perfect. So I don't think it should really be an issue. If you look, the axle system is really cool. It is 30mm wide without these little spacers, but with the spacers, you can run 24mm wide wheels. So you can run any wheel size. And with the axle system, it actually holds your nut. So you only need one tool to loosen and tighten your wheel. And then of course, we can't not talk about the fixed fender. The fixed fender is pretty controversial. Some people love it, some people don't. I personally do really like it. I'm not a fan of riding a brake, but I'm also not a fan of riding brakeless. So I really like to run a fender. I don't like my foot touching my wheel. For me, when I do manuals and stuff, it just gets in the way and just clogs it and doesn't feel great. You can't take it off, that's one thing. So people who do like to have their foot
like
touch the wheel and
riding
stuff, you
fenders
can't
too.
take this off. So that's one bummer, but it's not really that big of a deal. You're not
Not gonna lie, bro. I'm not a huge fender guy. Like, I'll ride it, don't get me wrong, but like, I low-key prefer a brake. It's just how I feel. Just like how you like the welded fender, I need a brake.
foot space
Yeah,
with it.
well,
And
just
speaking
like
of
a
foot
brake.
space, let's go ahead and
Gets in the
dive
way.
into some measurements for you guys. You know, first things first, let's go ahead and see how long it is. This one, like the box says, is 22 inches long. You can see 22 inches. And with the 22, you are getting about 16¼ inches of foot space. So if you're riding the 23, you're gonna get 17¼ if you're riding the 21. 15¼ and of course it is 5.5 inches wide, all of them, so let's make sure. Yep, right on the dot, 5.5, and it is also 5.5 on the bottom as well. It has fully flat sides, and the extrusion is a thinner profile, so you're gonna get a lot of feeling on rails and stuff, which is great. I think the Paramount deck is one of the best feeling decks, and it does have the thinner profile, and a big reason for it feeling so great is how it feels on rails. And it does have a 24-degree radius of concave, so it's not too deep, it's not, you know, completely flat either. It's coming.
That's probably why you enjoy the tilt deck a lot too, because when you're hitting ledges and shit like that, it's probably more responsive due to the that nature of
Yeah.
how the deck plate is.
Yep, it's great.
Coming in two colors right now. We have this anodized
it-
black. There's also a
Grinds
silver.
really well.
This-
Well, the formula deck anyway, so I'm assuming that this theory deck, bro, would be the same.
It'd be
But
similar. It'd be similar. I mean, there's definitely an evolution of how they went on and went on about themselves. But let's
silver,
finish the
It
video.
looks like an
Formula deck has
anodized
a
silver,
cutout
but it has
too,
like a
but
nice
yeah.
sandblasted look to it, and it's not just the complete raw metal. Really nice looking deck. So now let's go ahead and see how much this guy weighs. This is the 22-inch version, so it is the middle version. So let's see how much this one weighs. It's 3 pounds, 11.8 ounces. So you could expect the 23 to be a little bit heavier, and then the 21 to be just a little bit lighter. But overall, it's a really light deck. This thing is gonna be your perfect street tech rider deck. Tilt even said it's not for the heavy hitters who are jumping down El Toro and stuff. It's more for like the techie, responsive street riding. Now that we've done the unboxing, we've gone through all the specs. Now I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm riding this deck and giving my full review of it. I'm gonna ride it for about 2 months, maybe 3 months. We're working a lot of hours right now, so I'm not able to ride too much because we got a lot of shipping going on, and I'm gonna get clips kind of showing off each piece of the deck. So like, I want to get some clips showing the crook groove and how good it is. I want to get some clips showing how well it nose blunts and how well it does with fakie 50/50s, fakie 5.0s, 5.0s in general, stuff like that. So yeah, I put one of these on. It was a 23 black. I put it on a few weeks ago. We'll cut to the time lapse of me putting it on my scooter right now.
I like how he did that little sticker underneath the grip tape.
clear grip tape, yeah. A lot of the Volt.
So there she
employees be
is.
doing
Finally
that
got her
when
all
they do
set
clear
up. So
grip
yeah,
tape,
that
put
video will
something
be out
underneath
hopefully in a
it.
few months, probably 2 months around there, and hopefully you guys are really gonna dig that. You're gonna really dive into
Yeah, the deck's really clean, man. I like it.
And then like how we saw the Theory 2 and 3, that eventually came down the line. Then we had the Stage 1 deck. That's obviously released later. The Stage 3 deck. The Brain Drain deck. There's so many decks we can go over on Tilt. But I'm going to grab this real quick and go take it over here. I wanted to get into possibly some videos here. Would you like to go
Yep.
check it out? The OG first tilted video.
What year is this? Oh yeah.
Look how small the bars are, bro. Hold on.
Yeah. This is so 2011. This is like towards the end of my younger years of riding. Before my hiatus, bro. I might have already stopped riding by now. I'm not even sure.
Are we calling that a Tic Tac or is that a land?
That's like a chink. Just kiss the rail.
No, I'm talking about this. Like, you see how he, like, is barely balanced, right? But then he goes to put his foot down to push away.
Yeah, he's like riding ski. I don't like it.
I know,
Loses
but like,
the whole
is this a Tic Tac? Like putting the foot down right there? I know we're not doing videos right now, guys, but hold on. It's just it's my brain doing something right now. Is that foot down a
Save
Tic
it.
Tac? Oh my god.
Save it, bro. Save it for
Oh
another
my
time.
god, dude. I'm just saying that hurt my brain. He's riding on an OG Phoenix deck. So yeah, they don't even have decks out or anything like that. Yeah, that's crazy. I want to low-key see if I can find something product-wise on their channel.
Go to playlist, bro.
You want to do...
Set videos.
Oh, I was going to do Sentry Bars I just saw.
Yeah, go back to that then. Yeah, I was just gonna say, cause in playlist you'll be able to find parts. You should be. No, there's not. All right. Yeah, go back to those the Sentry Bars video then. That will do. This is 10 years ago. Sentry
Oh
Bars
my
came out.
God. Yeah, this is first OG Sentry Bar. Still got the back sweep on them and everything. Hell yeah, I fuck with that commercial.
Yep, I like it.
I fuck with that. I saw these scalp bars here. They're T-bars. Yeah, did you see that? They're riding like flavor decks. Fucking the one dude was riding an ethic deck. Like nowadays, no tilt rider on the team is gonna be riding anything but a tilt product, because they have every product made. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. That was gnarly.
That's a big gap.
Yeah. Straight bar, 27 high, 22 wide, standard only, heat treated, chromoly steel, 3D forged steer tube. Cool.
Another Tuesdays at Tilt episode. I know in the last episode I had said what we were going to do in the next couple episodes.
For the viewers that don't know, this is Colin. This is the owner of Tilt, and he, like I said, he's a good guy. He's gonna explain a lot of stuff right now.
But scratch all of those plans. We have the version 2 decks in of the prototype decks, not the production, so don't get too stoked, but this is pretty sick as it is. So this weekend is actually the Chicago Street Jam, and today is Tuesday. We leave for Chicago Street Jam on this coming Thursday, a couple days here. So the plan for this Tuesday is to let you guys check out the version 2 decks, all of the changes that we've made to them, and then we're going to cruise down to Chicago with a bunch of the team. Willow is biting Jeff. We're going to cruise down to Chicago with a bunch of the team, meet up, get their feedback on the decks so you can kind of hear like what people like about the decks, how they feel about them, all this hopefully honest opinion. We'll do our best. And then we're actually going to take you through the whole Chicago Street Jam weekend. So Outset Select is throwing it this year, so we will probably have an Outset Select barbecue. We'll meet up at the jam itself, take you through the actual jam. So this whole episode is going to be a mix of checking out the V2 prototypes, testing them, and then giving you a little bit of an insight on like what a weekend at the jam is like. So let's get to these decks. So we have 21-inch decks. These are all 22. These are all 22, and then a few 23-inch decks. So just to take you through, the decks look super, super good. The version 2 decks, if you watch the first Tuesdays at Tilt video on the Theory deck, you know that we were improving like 17 points of quality control on these. The biggest difference that we have here is like the overall finish. So these are all anodized. We have anodized silver and anodized black. The anodizing is a little bit better than paint because it gets into the bearing bores and into the axle holes, so that like your axles and stuff are less likely to get seized up. And then it's harder than paint as well, and of course everything scrapes off with time, but it does slide a little bit better just because it's a little bit harder coating. Technical decals, we still have the engraved logo, really subtle branding on the front. Yeah. This new front tube will look really cool with a couple products that are coming in the future. So if you get this deck, it'll look really, really sick with a new fork and new SCS. And then we did a little bit of work on these prototypes to clean up the fender, make that look a little bit better, the way it's welded. And then the biggest difference is on the rear dropouts. We have a whole new version 2 dropout shape. The version 1 also held a hex nut, but this one looks cooler, has more material around it, and will actually last longer. In addition to all the decks we just got in, I purposely left these in the bags. I haven't even looked at it myself, but these are new forks, new axles that are gonna come out in the winter this year. So like I think first month, first week of March. So just like we're taking you through all the deck stuff and the development of this, we will take you through forks, wheels, and a new clamp. The new clamp was already leaked on Instagram just a little bit by me and on an Instagram story. But that's coming up. These are new standards that we're trying to implement a little bit. They don't change things too much, but enough of that. We'll take you through that in a future video. Keep watching. And then really boring stuff, we got an engineered sample of the deck in, which is pretty much just like all the individual pieces of the deck, not welded, not put together. So we can measure everything, make sure it lines up properly for weld, make sure the quality meets what we're looking for, so that as riders, we get a good product. Kind of like.
All right, so it's all making sense to me. That deck we saw in the first video is a non-production deck, but the version 2 of that non-production deck was what he was saying.
Yep.
That's pretty sick. That is dope. I love Colin for that. He could have said, you know what, I can cash grab this easily and just drop a V1 deck, no problem, put it into production, and then just get feedback by people saying, oh, it snapped, da-da-da-da. No. Tilt said, I'm going to take our time. We already have some parts out. Those are doing well. No need to change our schemes up or anything. We're just going to take our time on this deck. And that's what I appreciate about Tilt and companies like Tilt. All right. Sorry to ramble on about Tilt, but we appreciate Tilt. Both the Australian cunt on the other side over there and the American motherfucker right here.
Yep.
And we have Proto Scooters. Tell me what you
Proto.
know about fucking Proto here, Quill.
That they're the fucking OGs of this shit, my guy. They've been doing it, Proto. And what's his name? The dude's name?
Mr.
owner?
Andrew Broussard.
There we go. Andrew Broussard invented the SCS clamp. For people that didn't know, the owner of Proto, Andrew Broussard, invented the SCS clamp. And that's facts.
Proto, founded in 2008. I wouldn't say it was founded, because he was doing a little bit of his own testing and other things for Proto before 2008, but I will say, like it says on the site, it was established in 2008. They're based in San Diego. That's California. That's the west coast of the United States, opposite end of me. And one of their core missions in scootering is just to pretty much elevate and innovate all of the freestyle riding, like freestyle scooter riding, like parts wise. And
Yeah,
like I said, they're
very
made
innovative.
in U.S. They do not go over. Nothing is over in China.
Yeah, they're very innovative with parts, Proto. Hell yeah, they are.
You want to give this a read,
Alright, do you
or
want me- yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to read this? Alright, Proto Scooters is a rider-based freestyle scooter company founded by Andrew Broussard in San Diego, California. Andrew grew up an action sports enthusiast. Then, with the advent of the new aluminum push scooters, aluminium I should say, but you know, for Americans, aluminum. In the early 2000s, he began trying to emulate the freestyle tricks he idolized in so many other action sports into his new medium. The scooters of that time were not designed to withstand the abuse of this new freestyle domain and required a bag of spare parts and tools along for every rider to be able to finish a session. Longing for purpose built freestyle scooter components that could withstand the demands of this new trick riding. He began a laborious task of modifying every part of a stock scooter to determine what characteristics were actually required and how to achieve them. After years of trial and error, designs refined, and manufacturing knowledge learned, the world's first freestyle scooter company was born, Proto Scooters.
hell yeah. I got some more here, and I'd like to read a little bit here. All right. So the mission of Proto, as popularity of the sport grew, the industry experienced an influx of OEM scooter brands who began flooding the market with rebranded toy scooters to supply to a demand with no knowledge of the real-world requirements of freestyle scooter riding. Most of these brands had no concept of performance or component compatibility and ended up filling the industry with scooters that yet again fell short of riders' expectations. Proto is much more than just another scooter company. Our mission is to bring standards of manufacturing and scootering design to our industry, and with needs of our fellow riders as our top priority. With 2 United States patents awarded for our standard compression system, aka SCS, U.S. patent number 8,657,522. Our tongue lock deck integration, aka TDI, U.S. patent 8,528,921, and others pending on designs which have revolutionized and will effectively standardize the entire construction and assembly of modern-day freestyle scooters. We pride ourselves on being on the innovative forefront of freestyle scooter product development and design. These advancements did not come easily and actually spent years prior in the prototyping phase of design, hence the name Proto, accompanied by a stylized 5-spoke plastic wheel as our logo to contribute to the old technology once used as a foundation for everything we have created. And the team, they are a backbone. As proto parts and proto ideas began circulating through the company, we or the Freewheel community, we began attracting like-minded individuals who support our mission. Many have come and many have gone, but everyone has been a part of our team, has furthered defined who we are, what we are doing, and where we are going. The future. Back to the future, the future. It's the future.
So I'm from the future. Let me read this bit. Since its inception, Proto has built one of the strongest names and brand followings in the industry because at our core we are riders designing, manufacturing and distributing freestyle scooter products to supply other riders with the best aftermarket components available in the industry. You can count on Proto to continue leading the industry with tireless progression and unsurpassed quality for millennium to come because we are that futuristic. Yep.
And that is the About section on Proto. If you're not familiar with Proto, let's go into the store real quick. And you'll see, wait a minute. Quill, Cap, this isn't a scooter deck. What? Hold your horses. Let's get into what Proto decks and parts are like. So,
oh yeah, the two-piece deck. The two-piece deck.
Technically, it's a three-piece deck because you have to buy a deck end kit as well.
Oh, okay.
So, in all theory, we have.
Yeah, we can that. All right.
We have and if you want to break, that's technically 4 pieces actually you got to get for this thing. But anyway, long story short, you get one of these decks. You get a head tube. Don't worry, all the bolts come included. And you get these deck ends. If you're snazzy, you pick up the fender. But long story short, you take this neck, you slide it in, and it's like it's a tongue lock groove system. So the integrated system, the TDI, works like this. You slide the piece in and it'll just connect in, and then with these bolt holes on the side of the neck here and on the side of the deck, you throw in a bolt on each side and you tighten it down, and then you put your deck end kit in the back here. It's just like a normal deck ends. You just put your spacers and everything such like that through the back, and you have a complete deck basically off that.
I'd like to mention too.
Yeah.
They are known as NEX and DEX.
Yes, they are. So
NEX and DEX.
Yes, sir. You are right. I was gonna say that a good pause. So a negative you could say, which I don't like to bring up the negative, but like, oh, I have to get all these parts. It's so expensive. But on the flip side, you will spend, if you just stay with Proto on a deck, you will spend less on decks in your entire riding career than you will otherwise. Because if, let's say, your deck snaps, you can get a new deck plate for only $100, and if you, it's rare. I mean, I've heard of it cracking. It's very rare. More in the OG days. Nowadays, it's very rare. But let's say your neck snaps, right? You can buy a new neck for $50 to $100 cheaper than some of these decks. If you have an Apex deck, it's $200 cheaper. You know what I mean? You have also these other combinations like 83 degrees, better for whips, 84, 85, cruising to street kinda. You have all these types of sizes. I think they offer from size, where is it? Size 7 by 24 to like 5 by 18, something like that. So what I'm trying to say is there is an endless combination of things that you could do with your proto deck if you wanted to, you know, and the offer of combinations and variety is what I think puts Proto above, let's say, an Envy or a Mad Gear. You know what I mean? Like these household names are nothing without Proto.
Yeah.
So I just want to shout out Andrew real quick before you speak, but Shout out Andrew. He's a fucking man. And if you ever have a question, you can DM him on Instagram.
What I was gonna say, dude, is what I like is they have the degrees engraved at the top of the necks. You see it? Yeah, I like that. It's a nice little feature. Tells you your head tube angle.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that part too. There's so much detail to every proto thing, and it's just they really always have put the time in. Like even back in they don't make them anymore, but back in the day when everybody was talking about like parts and forks and stuff like that, you might not like it because of the design, but like this was the fork, and people kill to have this proto fork nowadays, bro. Like people would kill to have a proto senior fork, and these were actually, I think they're insane. This is the proto striker fork. What does this resemble a razor fork to you almost?
Yeah, dude.
OG days,
Just
man.
looking at them, I've got bubbles boiling in my blood. It's blue, 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 blue.
The senior fork.
Yeah, I don't like these designs of these sort of forks, man.
I don't know.
I
think
early
if
days in the sport, but you know.
yeah, I think since it's a part that Andrew made, I would ride it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just off the name Proto alone. I mean, these dropouts definitely look a little sketchy. It's not the welds that look sketchy to me on some of these forks. It's the dropouts.
So yeah, that's my problem with them is the dropouts. Same with the Lucky LS fork that we were looking at in the parts and products episode. It's the dropouts, man, that I don't like.
I thought that was your best friend.
On to the next subject.
These are your favorite forks right here. I was gonna pull up the.
Should we get to our proto videos?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Where is? Let's do
Since we
Let's
were
do
talking
this
about
one,
the
yeah.
neck and deck,
Yeah, let's
Go
just do
into
this
the
one.
Fold and turn website layouts into an art form. With
It's a
Wix
13-year-old video. The original post was in 2010.
Studio, shaping every
This is from
section.
2012. Let's get right into it.
Hi, my name is Andrew Broussard, and I'm here today to introduce
myself
the
a
new TDI
blanket,
and
bro,
UBS
because it's
technologies
cold
for the
here.
freestyle scooter industry. Anyone who rides a scooter knows finding a good deck is and has been one of the biggest challenges facing our sport. So today, I'm here to provide the solution. On the table in front of me are a few of my scooters and prototypes from the past 10 years, most of which were significantly influential in my designs. Now, the first scooter I'd like to show you today is from 2001, and it is actually the first scooter that I ever owned. As you can see, it's clearly broken. The head tube and neck were welded directly to the surface of the deck, and under the pressures and demands of aggressive freestyle scooter riding, it just simply was not strong enough to survive. Now, the next scooter I'd like to show you today was, at the time in 2004, the most popular freestyle scooter on the market. As you can see, it was not only welded at the base of the folding mechanism, but it was also bolted
2004,
from
bro. I wasn't even riding yet.
This made it a much more durable model,
Yeah,
but it
that's,
still had its faults.
that's in my era.
The head tube and the deck were still two separate pieces and required bolts from
That's
a
a Razor
hardware
Pro,
store
I
just to
believe.
keep it solid. And there was really no way of ever removing all of the play out of the head tube. Which brings me to my next scooter. This scooter is from 2005. It is the same model as the one just shown. As you can see, I removed all the bolts from the hardware store, welded the neck to the folding mechanism rails to the deck in one solid piece. It was awesome for taking out the play, but it also had its faults. This entire assembly became so rigid that it transferred all the force and impact into the deck, causing it to break right across the bottom. In 2006, after seeing how strong a one-piece deck really needed to be, I redesigned a scooter from the ground up and manufactured these two prototypes right here. Both prototypes featured interchangeable grind plates, wood aluminum and plastic, which in theory were to prevent the deck from wearing out while grinding, which causes it to break. And also it gives the rider a different feel depending on what their riding preference is. Also, both of these decks featured an entirely billet footplate. For those of you who aren't familiar with CNC machining, a deck like this is extremely expensive and extremely time-consuming to produce on a large scale. And I truly believe that no matter how strong you design a deck, all decks are destined to break, as you can see with this one right here. It snapped clean in the middle. And this one right here snapped clean at the head tube. So now if you know that all scooter decks are destined to break at either the deck or the head tube, I have to ask, why would you ever weld those components together? If one component breaks, the entire assembly becomes useless. And if you're going to spend that much time and money manufacturing a deck like this, it just isn't worth it. Which brings me to my next experiment. This is a highly modified two-piece deck. As you can see, this prototype was still flawed. The part of the deck where the head tube attaches was still welded to the deck. And from a manufacturing standpoint, anytime you weld, you're creating a weak point. And the only way to fix that is with heat treat, which only creates another expensive, time-consuming product, which is just not what I'm trying to manufacture. So it was back to the drawing boards.
Fucking Pringles. You're not a sponsor of the pod.
On March 16th, 1976, my grandfather, Jesse G. DeFries, filed for patent number 3944377 for an interlocking joint in the cabinet manufacturing industry, which proved that a male-female tongue and groove type joint running the full length of a shelf could actually provide more support than a few nails, screws, and bolts, which at the time was the industry standard. Now, growing up, none of this meant anything to me until I started looking back through my old designs. These are the original blueprints from my billet one-piece deck, which you saw earlier from 2006. And this is what a cross-section of the deck looks like. My goal has always been to design a deck that was easy and cheap to manufacture, without too many parts or sacrificing strength. And it had to be infinitely customizable. So first, I got rid of the grind plate and integrated it into the rest of the deck, because the prototypes have shown that the deck will break with or without it. Next, I wanted to eliminate all welds, but without the welds, I needed to figure out how to attach the head tube to the deck without relying entirely on bolts. Then my grandfather's patent dawned upon me. My deck was already machined with a chamfer to allow weld clearance, but instead of welding, I just integrated a male tongue and groove interlock to the actual head tube. To further clarify this illustration, I would like to introduce the new Tongue Lock Deck Integration System, otherwise known as TDI.
Shit just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If you take a closer look at the base of the head tube, you will notice a small male protrusion. And on closer inspection of the deck, you will see a corresponding female groove. When these parts are perfectly aligned, they slide together and interlock effortlessly. and are secured by 3 bolts to keep it from sliding. The beauty of this system is that the female groove can actually be extruded the full length of the deck, which is the cheapest, strongest, and most efficient method of manufacturing. And it also means that your back axle bolt is compatible and interchangeable with your 3 head tube bolts. On its own, the tongue and groove interlock is enough to withstand the forces of normal riding. The bolts are merely there to secure it and keep it from sliding out. We have finally eliminated the need and added expense of the welding process while being able to offer a deck system capable of being any length, any width, any angle that a rider requires, that costs less to manufacture and will be fully compatible with all manufacturers who choose to adopt the TDI technology. Next, I would like to discuss another issue that has been plaguing our sport since the beginning, which is the incompatibility of braking components between the various manufacturers in our industry. On the table in front of me is a selection of braking systems from my collection that were, again, highly influential in my research and designs over the last decade. The first style of braking I would like to show you is a perfect example of why the old standard of drilling holes through the side of a deck to mount a brake is inferior for freestyle riding. By removing that material, you actually weaken the profile of the deck, making it more susceptible to braking. The only way to fix this design is by making a thicker, heavier deck, which is simply not the solution. If you know you cannot penetrate the sidewall of your deck, then your only other logical option is to mount the brake from the top where it will not affect the strength of the product. The easiest way to do this is by bolting a flexible single-piece lever internally in the deck, which you can see a perfect and rare example of here on a deck from the year 2000. Although this method of braking is the easiest, I felt it was also very limited, so I spent years analyzing the perfect arrangement for freestyle braking components, and in 2006, I prototyped my first 3-bolt brake mount, which you can see here. The first prototype was made out of steel.
It reminds me of like Apex
and
brakes.
A later version was lightened up and made out of aluminum, but still maintained the ability to hold a totally independent brake lever in place, complete with a brake bolt and spring. Since I began testing the first prototype, I've been riding some kind of variation of the system on nearly every single one of my scooters since, which you can see here on this prototype deck from 2006, and again on this experimental deck from 2008. In theory, the system could work with 1, 2, 3, or even 10 bolts, but using 3 bolts is the most versatile and customizable variation of this design, which I'm about to demonstrate with the newest prototype.
Introducing a new kind of Expo marker that's
God damn it!
only as long as you want.
As you can see, this version is slightly modified and has incorporated an entirely new rubber-like component that we will call a riser. The riser acts as a bushing between the spring brake assembly and the deck that effectively eliminates all vibration and noise from the braking system. The riser allows you to custom tune the tension of your brake spring, as well as adjust the default angle of your brake, depending on the riser's thickness. When installing this brake system, you will notice that as soon as the 3 mounting bolts are loosened, all the tension on the brake spring is released because of the opening in the brake mount, where the spring makes contact with the riser, allowing for quick and easy brake changes if necessary. Tension does not return to the brake system until it is securely mounted back to the deck. This new brake system is fully tunable and completely silent. But for those skeptics out there, we will be releasing decks with our standardized 6-pack hole pattern to use compatible flex-style brakes or even brakeless hardtail fenders, similar to this prototype from 2007. As you can see,
from
this is a
Scooter
truly
Resource.
universal braking system, otherwise known as UBS. Now, before I leave you, I would first like to have the privilege of introducing the world
Look
to
at
the
those
first
bars.
scooter ever
Yeah, that's
entirely
what I'm
built
looking
on
at.
SCS, UBS, and TDI technology. This was my Mega Ramp scooter that I rode on tour for 6 weeks in Australia with Nitro Circus. And as much as I try to keep these videos factual, I just have to say that this is the best scooter I've ever ridden. And I would just like to thank my friends and family for supporting me over the years with my riding, my business, and my crazy ideas. I would also like to thank my extended family and team at Proto Scooters, everybody who shops at Freestyle Depot, anyone who has ever visited scooterresource.com, and anyone who has ever given our sport a chance. You are the people who have funded, but more importantly, fueled these innovations. I would also like to give a special thanks to Travis Pastrana and the Nitro Circus, as well as the entire Nitro Circus Live crew for giving me the opportunity to showcase my sport on such a grand scale. To all of the above, I am forever indebted to you. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking love Andrew,
I like that
bro.
video. Well
Fucking love
informative,
Andrew.
that video.
I fucking love Andrew, man. I fucking love Andrew, bro. All right. This is more up your alley.
Yep.
I could
native
not
scooters.
find a single freaking about them page. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of this.
Let's go.
Okay.
Native Scooters, founded around 2016. What have we got? Well, that's not right. It's saying the founder is Rory Coe and other Australian riders. We all know it's Regan Thompson. Origin is Brisbane, Australia. Queensland is the state. And we've got the Focus, rugged, street-specific scooter parts built for and let me start that again. Focus, rugged, street-specific scooter parts built by and for core street riders. Tagline, for the streets. That's what ChatGPT is telling me. I don't know if that's all correct. But moving on to the other page, my bro.
Hold on. Yeah, Regan owns Native, but one of his business partners is Moiz Ali. He is
Yep.
also one of the founders of the brand. I'm pretty sure he's a money backer, but that's okay.
Okay.
Just somebody.
Regan also owns Syndicate Store, an Australian scooter store.
Right. Okay. On another
shout
note,
out to Regan
Rory
Thompson.
does. I'm pretty sure Rory does ride though for Native. No, it's associated with Native.
We'll have to Google it.
Rory Co. Native scooters. Alright, Rory Co. is associated with Native Scooters as he is a rider and has been featured in various related content to the brand. While there's no explicit information that he is an owner, he is known for the involvement of the community and is involved with Native in some capacity. So maybe Rory is because he was on the district team back in the day. I don't know if you remember
Alright.
that at all. I don't know if you saw anything like this back in your day. A Rory
Man,
Kodak.
I think district is a little bit after my time.
That's all right. That's okay. But he did ride for that team back in the day. It seems like he is involved in some sort of capacity, but in 2016, Native is born. The Native Scooters is founded by riders because Native Scooters is a rider-owned brand, frustrated by
Yep.
parts that couldn't withstand harsh street riding. The team includes one of the Rory Co., a respected street rider and industry veteran. I want to name one off the rip. That's gonna be obviously Kai. He doesn't ride for them anymore, so we're gonna go over here. And we're
Rider of
gonna-
the year, rider of the year, Joel Ingold rides for Native now.
Correct. I wanted to find their team. It's just a little hard to find things about them on their website. I don't know why they don't have an about page. Native Scooters team. If we go to Inner Nature, it definitely mentions some of them. So we got Reese Jones, we got Zedon White, he's a filmer, and bro, there's so many I'm not very familiar with the riders. I know Kai used
Alex
to.
Woodbridge.
Yeah, okay. I don't know the names as well as you do, but I know Kai used to ride for them. I know Joel now rides for them.
Levi Knight.
Let's go over here.
That's a few. names
Yeah,
that I
Levi.
know.
Right. I forgot about Levi. Kevin Austin.
Yep.
There's a couple other guys, but I'm pretty sure those guys are on the flow team or something like that.
All right. Let's move this Chat GPT out the way, and let's watch a video from Native. Or should we take a look at some parts first?
Well, I was just gonna mention before we go into the YouTube section that the Advent deck was was one of the first decks they released. They had forks and T-bars. A lot of their designs included flat bottoms, box ends, the reinforced head tube.
I'm not surprised that the Advent Refined deck is sold out. Great deck.
In 2019, 2020, the team picked up heavy hitting riders like Sondesi, Nathan Flamongo, and then Jaden Sharman.
Yep.
We also have the Orchard video, Kinetic video, In Our Nature, that really cemented the brand in the industry. And as of today, they still make and cultivate parts for the scene. I want to bring that up here. Let's go to the oldest, right? So we got Regan Thompson over here and Nathan Flamongo. Oh, this is from 10 years ago, bud. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I think that's Regan right there.
That is Regan, yep. Little Wally.
Regan fucking can ride, boys. Just like
He
Andrew.
said in an interview that I watched one time, he says when he rides, he tries to find the best way that he can get from one obstacle to the next.
His style?
And yeah,
So he's just trying to get from one ledge to the next ledge, boys.
yeah.
That's a dope little mini hat, like quarter pipe, half pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, DIY.
Yo, that ledge is sick.
Gets
I
you an
enjoyed that.
idea of the owner and a rider, an OG rider for Native. These boys don't mess around with their parts, that's for sure. Native definitely is on my list of higher end products. I don't know about you. Obviously, you're gonna support because it's
I'm a fan.
the home
I
state, you
rode-
know.
I rode a Native deck before. I rode a Native Advent refined deck actually before I rode my Tilt Formula. I back it. Great deck.
Yeah, a lot of these decks include a flat bottom. Like the Sondesi deck had a flat bottom. It was pretty much just it was an Advent deck, right? It was a stem deck. It was a stem deck, but with Kai's signature and that gold color-ish.
Yep.
All right, let's get through this ad, baby. So real quick, this is at the time where Native really is starting to drop a bunch of parts and actually become like a cemented brand in our sport, by the way.
Hell yeah.
That was a hella slam.
I'm enjoying the trick selection of this video. From the fellas.
I'm enjoying the video too. Sorry to cut it short. I just wanted to showcase what the boys on Native are capable of doing on just a basic stem complete, guys. Like, it's nothing. It's not. I mean, Native has special parts. Don't get me wrong, but like, this is a basic scooter, like your basic aftermarket, like intermediate. Like, okay, I'm done with my Mad Gear. I want something real, type of scooter, and they're just showing you what they can do on it. All black.
Yeah,
I always
actually,
love the all black. It just looks so good, like stealthy, like almost.
I actually had one of the young homies from my local text me on Instagram the other day, and he said, Quill, my birthday's in a few days. It's a few days after my birthday. His birthday is. And he messaged me, said, oh, my dad's gonna get me a scooter. What should I get? So I sent him a link for the stem, actually.
Hell
He's gonna get that for his birthday, yeah.
Hell yeah. The homies, the younger homies, man, once you get out of the Mad Gear phase and you're like 14, I say 13, 14, 15, get yourself something with some SES, some 30 wides, something, you know, something that's going to last long. And definitely the stem is something where it's going to help you. They offer extra large, medium, small. It should fit relatively good in those sizes for your kid, depending on how big they are. But yeah, man, I wanted to showcase what they could do basically on just a stem complete. And
Yep.
the scooter, I mean, bro, that all black, the raw, can't go wrong with those two colorways, because you can always just the all black and the all raw, bro. if you want color, you can just add color however you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
Go on to the Son Desi Sig video there.
You want me to show off the? Yeah. Okay.
With Z-Bar,
Depending on how-
This is from 5 years ago.
Organic oats and a taste kids love.
Yes.
Z-Bar.
Shout out to Kai, one of the cleanest riders in the game.
Rides for drone currently, but that's okay.
Yep. At the time of this video, he did ride for native, but yes, now rides for drone scooters.
Yo,
Yup.
Kai getting techie with it.
Oh yeah.
A fakie. Love it. That's clean. He locks in so well to everything.
Yeah, dude. I reckon he's one of the cleanest riders in the game. Like in the whole sport, dude. One of the cleanest riders.
In my opinion, he's the cleanest grinders. Like, you know how like we know like like some of our like homies are just like they lock in. Like, this is a motherfucker that just locks in every time.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's floating on that bar. You know what I'm saying?
He's got such good control of his scooter, man.
And steez, bro.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. Hell yeah. Just want to show this real quick. Jesus, bro. And then Huck's another fucking grind out of that. Yeah, like, oh my god. They show any, yeah, in the back. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta find like the deck. Yeah.
I'll pull up a photo. Here we go. Okay.
Oh what?
Ooh, he took a body slam on that one.
All right, so that's the graphic.
This is the graphic. I think it has aluminum dropout pegs in there. And the deck, we can pull it up right here. Do they still have? No, right? They wouldn't. Why would they? That's old stock. Native Son Desi deck. All right. They still have one on the vault? No shot. No shot. All right. So it's a basic stem deck with the fender on it. The color of the deck is like a lighter cream gold. It's not like a straight up gold. It's more of like a cream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that bottom has a better picture of what the gold looks like. I'm pretty sure that's his city, right?
Yeah, different parts of his city. It's got, so you got the Sydney Harbour Bridge, you got the Sydney Opera House, etc.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that part. Good. My thing was like right over it. The Sondesi Sig signature on it. It says Kai Sondesi Sig, native X Sondesi.
Yeah.
I think it's clean. It's one of those graphics where I think, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of things, but when it's like juzzy or it's like it's sentimental, it's got the reflection over the water. It's good taste. It's good taste.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely hold on. It's a 525 by 22 by 25 options. I'd get my kid this no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a deck I'd start my kid on. 25 by 525. Only runs you 24 standard up to 120s. Hell yeah, man! I would throw my kid on that immediately. Get the kid out of the womb. Put him right on a fucking Sondesi deck. Fuck the walking. Put him on a scooter. I know, just fucking around. All right. I wanted to go into the what did I go on the native pay? Oh, okay. So I wanted to go into the Ventura deck because it's definitely an innovative deck in the game, and you can't mention native without mentioning the Ventura deck because it's kind of like one of those hand-in-hand things, you know?
Yeah.
It's got similar. Yeah, no, this colorway is disgusting, bro. Disgusting. I like the blue personally. They don't have one up here, do they? Okay, the harbor color. Yeah, man. I love how their colors are always just like it's like painted on, like it's brushed on or something like that. I love that. Flat deck bottom for the most part. Would you say that the Ventura has like that slight little concave piece or whatever that is right there?
That's just so it slides a bit better.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's like having a cutout.
No, yeah, no. I have a cutout on my Urban Art deck.
You know.
Yeah.
Less surface friction, so it grinds better.
Do they have the? They don't. Okay, so I thought they were gonna have the thing in the the deck like the Aztec does. They don't. These decks fit up to. They fit 12 standard or no? Do we know that? I'm gonna go on the vault and check that just to, because they have a very good breakdown of what is what on that.
Yep.
We'll go to the Ventura deck. We want. Fuck it. We're gonna hit the 7 wide. So it is 12 standard compatible. I knew that because they make the native profile wheels which come in 12 standard, so I assume that one of their decks did. Fits 8 standard, and the 30 mil standard is only gonna fit you. No, it fits both 8 standard 30. Okay, sorry, it looked like it was only talking about the. Okay, so it fits every size wheel pretty much, like every standard industry standard. Man, okay, all right, I can see what you mean by this ember. By this ember, bro. That red actually does. Once I actually look at it up close, it looks dope. Bottom, it's got that brush look.
The cutout on the head tube.
Like the gusset here.
No, on the front.
Oh, like how it has like the stem. It's similar kind of the stem.
Not there. On the actual front of the.
Oh, like the Aztec decks have it. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
I like the shape of that, dude.
Yeah, no, that's. I don't know how I feel about cutouts in the front, personally. I mean, I have a deck with a cutout in the front, and I still don't know how I feel about it, but it definitely adds a nice, clean look to the deck, for sure. What else do I want to mention? I think this deck is bro. Actually, press back. It comes with a brake, but I thought it came with a fender, no? brake is purchased separately. Oh, it might not come with a fender. It just comes with a brake. Not bad, not bad. It's fine. It was just, I thought it had a fender on it, but guess not. All right, you had a native complete. You can speak more on their parts than I can, so I don't want to just speak out of my ass.
I had the native canopy complete, which comes
pull
with
that
the
up?
Aria bar. I think it's the stem clamp. It's got an Advent refined deck. It comes with 24 by 110 wheels, I believe it is.
Yep. I got the size up. You had a large?
I
Or you had a medium?
I got the medium.
So the bar width was 22.5. The medium is 26.5. Was that good for you? Was that tall enough for you?
Yeah, because like I like my bars like around my waist, not like so I'm bending over, but you know what I mean? I like to have my arms not bent. I like my arms to be straight when I hold my bars. But I have my bars at a comfortable height for me.
It almost has a Ventura bottom.
Yeah, I believe that the Advent deck and the Ventura are similar. Not exactly the same. But
No,
similar.
it's not similar. I mean, it's not the same. It's definitely similar on that bottom. I like how they incorporate the flat bottoms on their decks.
Yeah, I still ride the Aria bar on my scooter now. I still ride a native T-bar right now.
Yeah, you can speak on how are those bars?
Great bars, man. They're not too heavy. Like they don't flex. It's great, man.
Do you have any like
Solid
cons?
bar.
Do you have any cons about those bars, or something like you could have like anything that could have been improved, or is it just all around like? Nah, like
I vouch
yeah,
for it, man.
yeah.
I vouch for it as like a good bar.
I was gonna
It's
put these up.
solid good T-bar, man.
They're in black,
Aria
right?
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love when the black looks like that. These bars look really, really comfortable. A little more
vouch for
comfortable than
them,
my
bro.
Root Industry T-bars I had. I really like that red, though. You should have went with some red.
Well, at the moment, I'm all blacked out on my scoot.
I know. You know me, bro. I need a little tinge of color in that fucking thing.
Yeah, well, as we have been discussing, for my next bar, I probably will get the native yield bar in
Yeah.
the Ember colorway.
All right, let's check those out. They don't have it up here on the native
You're on the
native
vault.
colorway. This is yeah, we'll go to native here. I just like the vault cuz their descriptions are a little they're nice, they're tight. I'll do it on the next tab so we have this description up on the vault. Native yield bars. All right, so we're going to get them in the red colorway. That looks beautiful, bro. That trans red on there, man. Ember. That looks good, man.
Yep.
These bars come with 2.5 degrees back sweep. I believe they came with a degree of
Yeah, 1 degree upsweep.
upsweep. And then we have them coming in at oversized or standard and no slit, a height of 28 on the standard and a 29.5 height on the oversized with a width of 24 on both versions. Dude, every time I look at this blue closer though, I like, I'm just going to say Native does a really good job on like not just the product itself, but like how it appears, bro. Like just the way it appears. Like, okay, all right, let's go up here a little bit.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Like when they do the when a company does the raw bars, and they do the heat weld tree like through the clear. I love that, man. I love when they show the heat weld, like the heat coming from the welds like this. You see that?
Yep.
Oh, that looks good. That's why I was talking about the heat finish T-bar. Oh, I don't want to get into it. But we were talking about those heat finish bars. You're like, oh man, they look good, but they like look almost like oil slick, so I didn't want to get them. But those Affinity heat treat bars look fucking sick. These I would say aren't like a white label off of anything special. The only problem I have with how they did it is they cut that little curve in it, so it reminds me of a Sentry bar, dude.
Yeah.
But obviously these are not like Sentry bars. Sentry bars have, yes, a degree of upsweep, but they have 2 times the degree of backsweep. So they're more of like almost like a bike handlebar on those Sentry bars. I'll just pull these up so we can compare it. Till Sentry bars, bang bang bang. All right. We'll do the Eden Gagliano look. Yeah, it's like it's a similar look, but you could see it's more of like it's more aggressive, bro, on these bars. Yeah. Bro, you can't go wrong with these colors. You really can't. Like the smoked black even looks good. Like,
yeah.
I have really, honestly, and I'm not a complainer of. Okay, all right, I might be a little bit of a complainer when it comes to scooter parts, but like, I'm not much of a complainer when it comes to native parts, to be honest. I haven't ridden them, but like, when I look at a native part and I'm like, yo, all right, one day when I hit this lottery, bro, we're gonna stockpile on the fucking parts.
I say with the, I believe it's the stem clamp. What I have.
You think you could show your scoop?
I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera because of the green screen background bullshit.
True.
But what I was gonna say, what I like about the stem clamp is, you know, some clamps, bro, to tighten it you have to be twisting, like you got to turn the bolts forever, right?
On the compression or the side bolts?
The side bolts on the clamp.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
In the knuckles.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So with that, bro, you only have to turn it like twice. Like it tightens up really quick. You don't have to sit there fucking twisting. Nah, it's just it's real quick. You did it. You know. It's,
yeah.
And then it's tight and it's good.
I hear you.
I fuck with native products heavily, dude. They're a good Australian company. Do you wish to move on to some?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that Native Scooters is a rider-known brand, and they are a lot newer than these brands like Tilt or Proto or I don't know, District. You know what I'm saying? Like, District isn't necessarily, they are around, but they're not around. But anyway, like, for a new company within that last 10 years, it's been only 9 years. You have to pay it, and you have to back it, and you have to tell Regan you're doing a good fucking job, because it's not even 10 years in, and they're a major.
You're listening, Regan.
Fucking shout out. But it's not even 10-year anniversary yet, and the boys at Native have been going hard enough for them to be a major pillar in the sport, and I back it. And that's coming from an American. It doesn't matter to me. It don't matter where the parts come from, as long as they're strong, they're durable, they look good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's been for Native, bro. It's always been like that since day one in inception. And you got to shout it out to Regan.
With Native, indeed, shout out Regan. What it comes down to, I think, with Native is the parts are really well made, right? They advertise their stuff well. And their edits, their video parts, their full lengths, really well made videos. You know what I mean? That like they're a complete package. Native is, dude.
So the
That's
yeah.
what I
So
believe
what you're
anyway.
saying is the product is such quality that you can't ignore it. It's something
Yeah.
that is such good quality and built up. It's like proto. Like after a while, you can't ignore certain things going on in the industry that are good like this. And I know I say it over and over, but shout out to Regan Thompson, man. That boy is putting in the work, bro. And it shows. His riders are giving him feedback and saying, hey, this deck needs this needs that. Wheels are like that. You know what I mean? It's not like they're just throwing out a product like and saying, all right, let's get the money. Yes, they want to make money, but they're also trying to make a product that represents who the brand is. And they hit the fucking nail on the head, you know what I'm saying? On to the next brand, and we are starting, or not starting, we're on Apex Pro Scooters. We have
Another Australian company.
we have some information founded around that same time period of 2010-2011 on the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Shout out to the Aussies, man. Jess Bolin and and also affiliated with Zero Gravity and earlier scootering scenes in the Australian market. Mission of Apex: designed and manufactured high-end, lightweight, and durable scooter parts using aerospace-grade materials. So around 2010-2011, they released CNC machine parts proudly made in Australia.
They make their they make their parts in house.
Yeah, man, that's
At
something
Apex.
good about them. They keep it in the country. They don't bring it somewhere else. They don't tell anybody else. It's them doing it. They may look like and sound like an MV brand, which, if you're being real, a lot of younger park riders riding these decks. But we got to give a shout out to Apex, because Apex has been fucking doing it forever. And I can imagine. I can remember when I was a kid at the skate park seeing kids with bull bars like and Apex decks and Apex pegs, because back in the day everybody loved the Apex pegs and stuff like that. They started with those bull bars and that double clamp, and it launched off ever since. From like 2014, 2013, they had that Apex Pro Fork, that SCS clamp, and those bull bars just getting better. A lot of these parts are made with 6061 aluminum and 7075 aluminum with a mixture of the 4130 chromoly steel, because those bull bars. But I just want to shout out the craftsmanship, because from the beginning, I don't know, just there's something from the beginning that Apex just it was always a head snapper, bro. Like if you saw that, like, yo, you got an Apex deck, or yo, you got Apex bars, like, bro, like you were turning your head. Like in my experience, everybody was turning their head and looking at like, yo, can I ride your deck, bro? Like it was just that type of brand for us, because in 2014 to 2016,
see what you're talking about.
yeah, man, I'm just trying to read off some history points real quick just to get a basic knowledge for the guys. 2016, 2014, that 4.5 Apex ID deck came out. I'll bring up bring it up right about now. Just gotta find a good photo of a throwback deck, low key. I'll bring up the Apex deck right now, just so that you get basic knowledge of what they're looking at and how they understand it. So one thing that they still do and that they're noticeable for was just the way the decks looked, and like the two-tone fade colors. Just that's just how they're known. And if I ever seen a deck with the arch, that like big arch, I know it's an Apex deck. They got the 3-bolt system still going on, I believe. It's a 2-bolt system. It's a side-by-side bolt system, but and that sets me. I don't like that how it's got the. I don't like to bring brands down, but that dude. They could fix it, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm trying to find a maybe I can Google it. Oh, what was that? What was this? What was this? What is this? Nope. I don't think that's an Apex deck. Am I trolling myself? It's not an Apex deck, right?
It says Apex on the title, but it's from.
Oh, this is not even in our language, boss.
No. That looks like an early.
This might be an
If it is
early Apex
really
deck
early.
then. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't remember
'Cause
the
like
head
head
tubes
tube-
like this, but that's okay.
It does have the arch though, and then on the fork it's got.
These are Apex
there.
forks for sure, but
Yeah.
that's an Apex older version of clamp. Look how like sharp it looks. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, I'm pretty sure they're more rounded. I can pull that up in a second, but I really want to pull these older parts up just so that we can get a gist of what we're starting with here. Why is it not letting me back out? Oh, that's probably why. You think I can find one? Maybe if I just type it in the Google here. Non-integrated Apex scooter deck. Hopefully they can show us some OG parts. I'd love to see the older parts here. Oh, rough. I'm not liking that. I can't find what I want right now.
Type in a year.
Yeah. 2015. And it's just not helping me. It's okay. I'm gonna stop spitballing here, and we're just gonna go find us a video from the early days.
Recording.
Don't post that.
There you go.
Hey guys, Rory Menzies, ride for Apex Pro Scooters, and today I'm going to do a scooter check. So we'll start from the top. We have Apex bar ends, Animal Edwin grips, cut the flanges off. Move down, we've got Apex bowl bars, running bar extension so they're a bit wider.
Nice.
Got a HRC clamp, running an Apex headset.
Yeah, look at those Apex
Can't
pegs.
see it, but it's
Yeah.
nice and smooth, really good. Apex quantum forks,
What year is this, bro?
110 Eagle
2013.
smoked,
Oh yeah, I see that
running an
now.
attic
Sorry.
deck. Not sure which one it is, but
That's
It's
an
a pretty
attic
clean
deck.
setup
probably know.
for 2013.
Really not.
So it doesn't even have an Apex deck on there. So they didn't even make decks at the moment yet. So let's go oldest again. And let's see if we can find another scooter check. Because I thought there was a scooter check. Is this an Apex deck? This is a V2. So where's the, or V3? This is a,
Hey dudes, it's Rory Menzies, ride for Apex Pro Scooters.
yeah.
And I'm here at Jamison Skate Park doing Sydney Clips and scooter check number 3.
You know what? I could be wrong on this, but I'm just guessing because it's hard to find and we can't find it correctly at the moment. This is 2013. They could have possibly never had non-integrated decks, you know what I mean? Because of how
Yeah.
quality they are.
Top,
They could have always
Yeah.
been just integrated
Apex
from the
Barons.
beginning. But
Radio
let's
grips,
give it a
4
listen.
years old, super soft, loving it. Apex bars, chrome, single clamp, that's right.
Single mono
Single
Apex
clamp,
clamp.
one
That's
bolt.
crazy.
That's how we roll. Apex headset, you cannot see it, but it is super smooth. And the new Menzies Sig deck, rocking it. I'm loving it a lot. It's really nice, 4.5 wide, chrome. I'm rocking the chrome here. We've got
4.5 wide.
Raw. Looking flash.
Nowadays, that's like
Also
equipped to
running
like a
Eagle
5.5 wide,
Mentors.
or like a
Eagle
5.25 or
10mm.
something like that.
Super
Old school
stoked.
Eagle wheels.
Thanks for hooking me up.
Yeah, back in the day,
fellas. And running Apex Seal
I used to run those.
bearings in the wheels. Plain.
There we go. That's a good. All right, that's a good look on the thing. So he threw an old attic brake on this, which is kind of funny, but because these used to be the attic brakes, or this is a old ethic brake the way it looks. Actually, I might be shitting thoughts out of my brain, but it reminds me of either an attic brake or the old school ethic brake. Could be very wrong on both of those, but those are what is coming to my head right now. Back to Apex.
Black.
I wanted to show the deck, and it's 2013, so I'm a little baffled that they're not, that they are integrated head cups. I mean, I don't really remember in 2013 it being like, I rode a non-integrated sealed headset like until like 2015, 2014, bro. So like, this is a setup, bro. Like, this setup is a setup to have, bro. Like, this is money setup right here.
I feel like Apex riders would be getting like their sponsorship deals would be nice.
Oh, bro.
Contracts, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like, what do you want? You send me a 6 wide box immediately.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. Oh my god. Let's go to the about section of Apex real quick. I just wanted to show some throwback parts. It was a little hard to find those because you guys remember we're going back so long, and like if people didn't post it on the internet back then, it's hard to find, man. But our mission is to provide all riders with products that are durable, lightweight, and comfortable. Apex Pro Scooters has been designing and manufacturing high-quality scooter parts since 2010. Mentioned that earlier. Starting with small products like headsets, clamps, forks, obviously. Mentioned that. Apex has proven to be a pioneer for the scooter industry. They definitely are. By innovating each product design and using high-quality materials, Apex has held a strong reputation from riders. Each product is produced Apex Riders Warehouse in Gulf Coast, Australia. It allows Apex to oversee each step production and ensure that each product is fit for sale. These products have been rigorously tested by professionals over 10 years and allowed Apex to refine and perfect each product that is produced. The standard of quality is unmatched within the industry and giving riders confidence when progressing. I will say that this is a nice opener, and you can't really combat it because I know I sound like I'm unzipping Apex's pants here, but like, they've literally been quality since I first saw these around when I was a kid or a teen. Like, I've always looked, and it's been a head snap. It's one of those parts on a scooter that's a head snapper for me. Like, oh, you have an Apex deck?
If you want a park setup, like
if I want a park setup, I'm going 5 wide box Apex deck, and some. I'm not a bull bar fan because I just don't like kink bars. It's just my thing. But like some T-bars, I'll go Apex fork just because we're doing it. The Apex, give me the V3, get like the 3-bolt clamp. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The 3-bolt SCS, bro. Like, I'd be rocking Apex parts if that was in the budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we don't got we don't got Apex deck money around here, man. Give us a like and a subscribe. Anyway, all right, that's our about section on the Apex scooter site at the moment. Let's show some. Let's go back and show some modern parts.
Yep.
Apex scooters. Okay, we're back on the please don't tell me I have to verify. Okay. Team about Apex ID shop. You know what I really haven't generally looked at much of? Apex wheels. Oh, they're selling Rivers because it's part of... Okay, that's fine. I thought they had... I was like, I never knew if they had wheels
They have
before.
a collab, you were thinking?
I was like, wait. So...
The colors really pop, don't they, bro?
I mean, that's what the kids like nowadays, man. This is what they like, bro. Sorry, it was a 6 wide, but I'd still rock the 5 wide regular style deck. This is pretty much what the standard deck would look like. So we're gonna... Can I press it? Yes. What is $400 to US to Australian?
Probably close to $1,000.
617 Australian dollars.
True.
That's insane.
For a deck.
Yeah, this is just the deck, folks. 4.5 wide too, if we're talking about. I like it. I fuck with it. Have you seen Mark Barrios? You know who that is?
Yeah.
He got a custom Apex deck. I need to show.
Yeah, I did see that video.
I need to show the people, cause it is snazzy, my boy. That deck looks insane. Shorts. I think it might be one of his most popular, actually. So let's... I'm going to Google it. Apex deck. Just a little impatient. Can't find it. It's fine. We'll find it. Okay, here. It's a long form.
Get the most rewarding...
Sorry, you have enough money, Mark?
What is good? As you all may or may not know, this has been my current scooter deck for the past maybe like 8 months.
We're gonna show it off here. Let me mute this though. That is insane.
All those dropouts are nice.
Beefy, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like that about him. That is pretty dope. That is pretty dope, though.
Yep.
I fuck with it. We're gonna go over here to the 6 wide box deck, because that's what we ride. We don't fuck with no VNs. Alright, man. Specs. They got a 21 and a 22. Not surprised. They're more of a park company, so they probably are not going to be having 23 or 23.5. The weight is kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds, to be honest. So
that's pretty light. 1.73 kilos. That's quite light, man.
3.8 pounds for a 6 wide.
Yep.
Hold the fuck on. That's nice.
Comes with a fender. 82.5 degree head tube angle.
The fender looks nice.
Yeah, I wish they put that little. I wish they put that little brake plate underneath. I wish it was like.
Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to mention earlier. I'm not a fan of these brake, like the punch hole thing on top of it. I'm not a fan of it. But for $535, bro, oh my god, dude,
that's almost more than my native complete cost me.
Dude, that's like almost my rent. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. But again, when you're like, I guess you can vouch for this. Not you necessarily. I'm talking about anybody in general who knows about Apex, like, and even Apex could vouch for it. Like, their quality is what it is, so it's not like you're getting for $500 something that is gonna break on you. You know what I mean? Like, it's meant for the riding that it's meant for, and it's gonna hold up for as long as it's gonna hold up. I just find it a little too more expensive for my taste, and I'm not gonna be riding these types of decks anymore necessarily. I mean, if someone if it lands in my hands for a fourth of the price, you know what I mean, or something like that, hey, I'll take it, you know what I mean. But I'm not I like the purple one, bro. This Angus Hughes Sig.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Takes so long to load. Alright. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Wow. I like the simplicity of the graphic, the side signature, the Apex logo at the top.
Yep.
It's between the grime rails, so it's not necessarily gonna. It's gonna be there for a while. I like the black dropouts.
Yep.
Instead of going with the raw.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I mean, if I got this given to me, I'd ride it. I'm just not, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm just not. I'm sorry.
$540 and it's out of stock.
North Scooters. Over here in America, we have Canada, those fuckers, right above us. We have North coming out of British Columbia, Canada. And North Scooters is not just another scooter brand. At its roots, it's a group of riders. Therefore, all decisions we make are directly influenced by riders themselves. We aren't just working to make quality products. We are working to build the industry itself. Through the people we meet, the places we travel, and through our products themselves, we are working not to build a company, but a collective. Everything we have done since day one has been for riders, by riders, and we believe in North. We have created a brand that riders can feel connected to. We hope that with your support, we can continue to live our dreams and provide opportunity for riders who make scootering great. North Scooters is proudly Canadian and based out of Sylvan. Am I saying that right? Sylvan Lake. I think that's Alberta, Canada. Don't hate me, Canadians, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. But Josh Toy was a team manager. I'm not sure if he's still involved in North at the moment. It's a crew of Canadian riders mostly and designers. They focus on making a clean, sleek, and modern street/hybrid parts design for real-world riding. The brand's personality incorporates minimalistic aesthetics and affordable, high-performing parts based off the community and for riders. Alright. Launched around 2015-2016. The initial focus on the launch was wheels, headsets, clamps, and T-bars. Let's go over and go up to Shop Nomad so we can show us the, not the Siren, but we'll show the Transit deck. Transit. So this is the Transit deck. This is an older deck as well. It's a 5.3 by 22 or 23, I believe. I might be wrong. Description. 20. Yep. Yeah, 22, 23. The head tube angle of 83.5. So although it's street focused, you can still throw them whips.
Yo, can
It
I
fits
just say
both
a quick
size
shout out
wheels.
to Shop Nomads too. They got this shit on 78% off, $36.99 for that deck.
Oh hell yeah! No, if you snapped your deck recently, or you need to save up or something like that, this is the place to be at. If you need something, just the time being, they got some North Atlas Novus decks, 5.5, I believe by 23 though. 22, 23, right? Yeah. So 23 and 22. 22 only has a certain color up there. But this is not about you, Shop Nomads. So we're gonna talk about the other decks, and like other decks like the Atlas Novus and the Mayor deck, which feature these like little cutouts just to save more weight on the deck, but also maintain that the strength. See, the thing about that is these decks, if you look at if they show the bottom of them, they're actually flat. So I'll show you. North Atlas deck. Show the bottom. Okay. Boom.
Ooh,
Flat
I like
as
the
can
graphic too.
be.
Nice and clean.
Oh yeah. This is a. It looks like it's a Mayor deck. I don't know why they call it Major, because it's actually an I. I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure it's Mayor the way they say it. But yeah, there's the cutout. You see it. Boom, boom, boom. It's a Novus. I really fuck with the dark teal.
Yeah, that's dope.
This is like a bright blue, bright teal. The Horizon deck, I'm pretty sure the team deck comes in Horizon team deck. I believe it comes in 5.8 and 6.2. I thought it came in 5.6 as well originally. Right, yes.
Yeah, North Horizon 5.6. Yeah.
Okay, so I see a trend on these decks. They go up by 0.2 per deck, but I am a fan of the cutout of the logo on these decks. For some reason, it just always sticks out to me.
Angle. Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, there you go. But on some of them, like the Willow deck. Oh wait, no, this is Horizon. So the Horizon, I think the Willow deck though, it only has it printed out, or it doesn't even have the logo on it.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's a good.
Is a Willow deck
that's a crazy looking
supposed
color.
to be like a more affordable deck than the Mayor deck? Mayor.
You mean a little more expensive?
Yeah. I mean, no, a little bit more affordable. Like, is it
So
a bit more
I'll go on the
cost-effective?
North website. I think I am on North's website. I just didn't even go over there. It's $165,
Yep.
which is around like
What we
a
got for
tilt
Mayor
deck. Yeah, it's like what?
What have we got for price on the Mayor deck?
Oh, that
Just to
Mayor
compare.
deck.
Just to
I mean, it's
compare.
only a 525 though, so that might be a preference issue for people. But $30, roughly, right? I pay a
Yep.
little bit of shipping probably, but $30 for a deck in white or deep teal. It's not horrible. I wouldn't be complaining. Like if you just needed a deck real quick to ride.
The dropouts are not welded ones. They come out.
Oh yeah, so the dropouts on this deck that I know specifically because of, I could probably pull that picture up.
And then my next question would be: are they replaceable? Can you buy new ones from North
I wonder if you could
if
too.
they get wrecked? Yeah. Parts is to the right there.
Yeah, there's no search thing
They
though.
don't even have they don't even have like hardware. Maybe not, dude.
Decks. I guess not, but they look really sturdy. They don't look like they would necessarily snap. I was gonna bring this photo up to show the boys and girls.
Oh, yep.
So my my little brother-in-law, he is 16 or going on 16. The kid's a G. He's starting to learn a bunch of stuff right away quickly. But we started him off with the Jake Sorensen Hella Grip, but we have the 525 Mayer deck in 23 length. And he personally likes it. I mean, he locks in pretty well on it. I mean,
is the cutout only on the top? So
it is only on the top. So yeah,
all right.
But I kind of said it before. I might have not said it good enough. But yeah, the cutout is on the top, and then that bottom is flat, like you saw before.
Yep. I like the colorway too.
Yeah, so they call this wine, bro.
All right.
So that is we're leaking. Oh, we're leaking. So the wine colorway, I'll just show you here. Wait, I thought I had one open. I guess not, right? Yeah, the wine colorway looks sick, dude.
Yeah, that's nice.
Another angle on the dropouts. Now
Yeah,
I like
the
these
wine color,
dropouts
they're
low
like-
key because they're angled. So like I feel like 50s, like and toothpicks and ice picks and shit would be so like smooth on these. No.
Yeah, I like the gold with that wine color as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. North scooters, if you notice, all of their ends are gold. It's like an Aztec thing where they have red hardware, red ends. Like, it's always like that gold color.
Yep.
Even on Trans Orange, it's got the gold dropouts. It's just what they
Yep.
do. And I noticed that they have the same type of cutout on the back end when you compare it to the deck over here. It's like that.
Should we check out some videos?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we have a grasp of some parts, older parts. Like I said, there's not much older parts because decks didn't really come out till 2017, 2018. They're only in their like they're in their prime as a brand right now, and they just reached it within the last 4 to 5 years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We'll go to older. We'll see if we can find something older. So we have their brand forming here. Wasn't much. Next year, wasn't much. And then we got Derek Marr. Now that's a heavy hitter. Probably he came over from Root. We have.
If you look there,
here.
bro, we've got. Oh yeah, I was gonna
There
say
are a
there's some
lot of
promo
ways for
videos.
toddlers to
Have
start
you found
learning.
one? Let's go.
I was just trying to find some part videos.
Yep.
Yeah, look at the colors. They always got those.
Yeah, I like that graphic of the train line.
Yeah.
Yo, that green's pretty nice, like that sort of pale green.
Yeah, it's called Jade.
Alright.
And then they have a lighter color called Ice Blue.
Yep.
Those bars look really nice. Oh. Low key. Forgot. I'm sorry. Guy's riding a proto deck, but he backed him.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, those gold dropouts on the yellow deck. I like it.
Really pops on their decks.
Yeah. A little chain clip. Fuck yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah, so they're just showing you basic lock-in tricks and everything. But we can get to some actual parts here. So the one deck that always, in my head, besides like the Horizon or like me knowing the Willow and everything and the Team Edition Horizon, it was the Unity deck, bro. I almost thought about getting a Unity deck before.
It's a 7 wide.
So I'm pretty sure they have a 6.2 wide, a 7 wide, and if I'm wrong, a 6.5. Yes, 6.5. Yeah, okay, I wasn't wrong. We'll go with the 7 wide real quick just to show it off. Oh no, I don't want a quick search. I wanna actually look at it. Okay, so 23 and 23.5 on the 7 wide lengths. Only makes sense. Wide scoot, big scoot, have big lengths.
Yep.
I really like this deck. I mean, they don't have the gold dropouts here, right? But
yep,
they still have the same type of dropouts in here. So nothing's really changed, just the color. But the black and gold just pops, and like I think that's something that is like unique to North as well, like the dropout system. Like it's, if you see a gold dropout, for the most part on a box set deck, it's probably a North deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's distinguishable. That sets them apart from somebody else. Canary yellow. So yeah, this is the ice blue color I was talking about.
Yep.
It almost is like a baby blue, you know, just a abominable snowman blue. The
I hate being colorblind, bro. That almost looked grey to me.
and then the trans jade. See how it has like that like mintish to it with the blue in it. It's a good looking deck.
The welds on the North decks look really clean too.
Oh yeah, they don't even look like it's welded on the head tube on that one. They also have another sub brand called Antics. I don't know if you guys understand. Antics by North. So after years of gained experience from North, our team is excited to announce our next project, Antics. Antics is created a focus on the next generation of riders, whether it be someone getting their first scooter or a local shredder is really taking his riding level to the next level. Antics is also directly involved in the scooter community. Therefore, we are dedicated in giving back by supporting upcoming riders, partnering with local communities to host events, and doing our part to bring exposure and fun to the scooter scene. This continues enjoying. Alright, hold on. Let's see what we got here. So it's a more friendly version of North. It's not that edgy, like get in your face street. It's more like, alright man, learn your tricks at the skate park, but you know, use one of our scooters.
Yep.
So they offer a box deck for the young kids. Some Antics wheels. And a couple of completes. Okay. Alright, I back it.
Can you show me real quick? Sorry, bro. Scroll down.
Yeah, what was
that? The black on black glider wheels.
Sold out.
Yeah, I think they look nice. I'm a fan of black on black, as we know. But yeah, I just wanted to have a quick look at them because they were looking pretty nice. I don't mind the core, you know. Yeah, that would look nice with the jade colorway.
I think this would look good on a scooter like yours, and having all that black and then just that like pop, like
yeah.
We'll take a look at the team real quick. We have the North team from Canada. Lachlan Gauchier, I think I'm saying that wrong. It might be a little French. Devin Morgan, Kaylin Morgan, and I guess these guys are brothers. Ethan Kirk, and then we got from the USA, Derek Marr.
Derek Marr.
Yeah, shout out. Sean McFoy, Ryan Rouge, John DeVrine, shout out John, Lewis Hobbs, Riley Maltese.
Yeah, shout out Riley as well. He's dope.
Yeah, I'll show the SIG in just a second. That SIG deck is insane. Europe, we got Bruce Svensson, Marcel Zorowaski. Y'all Europeans got some fucking names, okay? Jonathan Leggett, Robin Hartman, Dylan Ditchfield, Franz Bushman. Dude, come on. Why is this? Guilhem de Sonneville. He's French, gotta be. We already saw this though, right? It's repeated. North, why is it repeated on your thing? I'm confused. Anyway, that's the North team. That's the boys right now at the moment, I guess. I wanted to show the Riley Maltese SIG. Yo, look at that thing. You pair with these wheels? Psh, forget about it.
Yo, is that graphic like tribal something, or is it like graffiti?
I think it's like a graffiti, like not Asian, but like Japanese style, Hong Kong style writing. Let's go into it. I like it, even though it's like complex. It's simple at the same time. You're still gonna get a little bit of the graphic, even though
I just want to know if it says something, you know, like if it's a word, or if it's just
I can't
shapes.
I can't really see it.
I'm good at graffiti, bro, but I don't know if that's a word or.
I can't see it, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is, but.
It might be his name potentially.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Like, it's hard to like read this for me. But I back the SIG wheels as well. I'm glad the boys getting some more eyes on him. 835 on the head tube. Comes in 22.5. All right. Back it. Let me see if I can find one more thing, and then we'll wrap this whole cunt up.
Welcome back to another product review here at the Vault Pro Scooters. Today we'll be covering the North
your best friend.
5.6 Horizon deck. Let's dive into it. Starting off, this deck does come in two different length options. It comes in a 22-inch
I like
and
that
a
dark
23-inch
green
version. Each of those lengths has a width of 5.6 inches wide. The head tubing on this deck is 83.5 degrees. Going towards the back sits your 2-bolt foot fender that North provides with the deck. This deck can fit up to 120mm by 30mm wide wheels. Looking at the overall design of the deck, it's pretty much squared from front to back. The back dropouts are honestly what stands out the most. The design of the dropouts is going to help your deck from caving in at the back. The roundness of the dropouts is also going to help you lock into your grinds and make your grinds feel really smooth. Another cool feature about the dropouts is that it is designed to fit a lock nut. This way you only need one tool to tighten your axle. Looking at the bottom of the deck, it's completely flat. This is going to help your grinds feel really smooth and consistent because you'll be making contact with the full width of the deck. Also on the bottom is the Horizon graphic along with two statements about the pictures. Part of the graphic is also on the top and side of the deck. The Horizon deck does come in different colors and we have them all listed on our site. With all that being said, let's see where this deck stands on the scale. Alright, this deck comes in at 4 pounds, 9.3 ounces. Once again, this was the North Scooters 5.6 Horizon deck. For more information on this product, follow the link below in the description. And last but not least, stay tuned for our next video.
Alright. Oh, we got a 7 wide review from 3 years ago.
Product overview. Today we're going over the North Scooters Horizon deck. This is the 7 wide.
let's dive into it. Starting off, this deck is sold for $264 and it comes in this matte black colorway. It also comes in two different length options, which are 23 inches long and 23.5 inches long. Each of those length options are 7 inches wide. For this video, we're covering the 23.5 inch version. This deck also consists of a forged 83.5 degree head tube angle, and this head tube design also features the north cutout in the front. This head tube design also leads down into the blunt plate, creating a crook groove. The middle of the deck features 3 degrees of concave and 17.5 inches of foot space. Moving to the back is the north flex brake that is included with the deck. This deck can also fit up to 125mm by 30mm wide wheels, but it is not 12 standard compatible. At the very back end are the aluminum dropouts. These dropouts are very helpful because the round shape will help lock in your grinds and make your grinds feel smooth and consistent. Flipping the deck over, it's not fully flat on the bottom. There is a small channel that runs through the middle of the deck, and under the deck is the Horizon 7 wide graphic. Now, since we know what this deck features, let's see where it stands on the scale. Alright, this deck comes in at 5 pounds, 7.7 ounces. With all that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell notification to be notified every time I make a new upload. If you do want to find out more about this deck, click the link below.
Hell yeah. Alright. That was informative. I liked it. Why would you go North? North Scooters is not just another popular brand. This is repeated on here. I don't like that, man. We gotta fix the website, North.
Yeah.
We gotta fix the North website, guys. If you want me to, I'll do it for free. Shit. Just sub me, just shout me out on the Instagram page or something. I think the North boys, I like what they're doing. I like their style of riding. They're not a bad company. I haven't heard much bad reviews on them. And again, if you want to get a cheap deck, shop Nomad. Get on there. $30, $40. Get yourself a 5.5 wide. Looking for like a hybrid to like park deck but box. Get that 5.5 wide.
Hell yeah.
That's all from me on North Scooters. I'm gonna bring it out to you.
I think we've covered everything that we need to, bro. I don't have much to say that I don't think we've already said. Shout out North, go buy their products.
Alright, that will conclude the episode 2 of the Two Wheels Crew podcast. You know, it's always valuable when you're in a sport, in a hobby, anything, a lifestyle that you do. You do the research and you learn about the history and you learn about the pillar brands of the sport. So I enjoyed this a lot with you, Quill. I also
I enjoy it with you too.
I look to do this in the future, and we'll obviously get some other brands in there. If you guys have any brands you want to suggest or you want to hear about or you want to even learn about, comment down below. Give us a like, subscribe, and that's going to be it from me, folks.
Also, before we forget, check out our new Discord. If you want to get yourself in there, link will be in the description of the video. Get yourself in there and come say hello. Thanks for checking out the podcast. And I guess that's it for me and Capsy. Peace.
Peace.